Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lizzie. I post a lot of beauty related content here on my channel, and in this video is very exciting because I have another Colourpop box, which only can mean I'm testing Colourpop. Now from the thumbnail you know what I'm testing already. The suspense isn't killing you really and truly, is it? But I have a whole load of I have the whole Kristi collection, not a whole load, the whole Kristi collection. So we have an eyeshadow palette, and this is the gorgeous packaging. Here is the back. This is what it looks like. I think this retailed for like $22 on its own. Just the whole palette itself, look at it as one, and then there is the eyeshadow palette on its own. It's absolutely gorgeous. 3 gel liners, which again come in this gorgeous packaging. I haven't opened any of this at all. So we have the shade Woodsy. I've never used a Colourpop liner, so I'm very oh, I might use that as a lip liner too. So these are like their gel liners, and it literally, if I show you the whole packaging, because it's got like the mushrooms on the tip here, oh, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Then we've got the other shade, which is Spare Time. I cannot believe they released this or restocked it. Oh my god. So this one's green, which means incredible because you'll be able to tell which shade is which, obviously. There is your green shade. The last shade we have is Marigold, like a mustard packaging. That is the shade right there, absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Very different. I really don't own a liner in this colour, but very on trend with the collection, which I am happy with. Then we have 4 of the Super Shock shadows. So we have Like a Moss, we have Campfire, we have Mycelium, and then the last one down here is Olympic. And these are the 4 shades. Let's take them out and swatch them. Obviously I can't not do it. Oh my god, they're green. I know I've watched Duke That's video on everything, but you forget these things. Look at that. They're so soft. Whoa. That is Mycelium or Mycelium. You could possibly use that as a highlight as well, you know, which I just might do. Then we've got a nice foresty green, which is called Like a Moss. The shade names are very like true to what they are. So let's swatch this one. I can't believe how soft these are. Oh, it's like, they're like toppers. Very gorgeous. I'll show you, there's a mushroom on the front there. And then we've got the shade Olympic. Fucking stunning. It's the last shade here, and then look at that. One of Alex's Patreons, Jill, was like, you're really gonna like the Super Shock shadows, and I honestly do. Like, I've only just swatched them. Oh, can't get it out. And I freaking love them. And the last one is called Campfire, which, oh, now you do lose the pattern once you swatch them, but it doesn't matter. That one there, whoa. These are so on trend with the actual theme of this collection. Lastly, we have 2 glosses. Now obviously I'm gonna have to use that brown lip liner. I have to. Well, not lip liner, gel eyeliner. So we have the shade Glacier, and that's just like a clear gloss, like a clear iridescent gloss. Ooh, very thick. And lastly we have the shade Wildflower, which is more pinkier toned. This does give me like fairy Tinkerbell type vibes, which is right there. And I'm just going to do that so you can see everything one last time. I love this. I absolutely love this collection. It also says cruelty free. I'm just not sure about the vegan part. Eyeliners do not want to come off. So my hand is slightly stained, so maybe I'll try and do them across my arm. So we're going to go into the palette. How could we not? And let's start off with this top row. They're all mattes. So we have Puffball, Chanterelle, Rainier, and Old Growth. Ooh, wow. They have swatched really, really well. Now we're going to go into this row here, which is Evergreen. So we have 2 shimmers, and West Coast, Homegrown, and Amanita. So those were the 2 shimmers, and they are the mattes. Swatching really well. And then we are going into this row here, which has 3 mattes and a shimmer. So these are the mattes and these are the shimmer. So we have the shade Fiddlehead, Emerald City, PNW, and Let It Rain. It's just started raining. That is too crazy. Of course. And they are right here. The black actually has a little bit of shimmer in it as well. Maybe we go in with a bit of Emerald City in my crease and just pack it on. Guys, I also have a new blush to test. Really cannot speak today. I can never speak. This is Vogue. I got this because of Sinem, and I can link her down below. Just please remind me. It's like a nice mauvey blush, but I need the mirror. So we're gonna pack Emerald City all over my crease. I was thinking of using the blue, but you know, I really love a good green. And look how pigmented that is. My god, that is amazing. Wow. I bet one eye will look so much better than the other. This brush looks great. This is a PC22. And now I want to go in with the shade Fiddlehead here, just to blend out the edges a little bit. Can't not do a green look with this palette. This whole collection is green. It's blending it out perfectly. Might zoom you in. You see that? I'm only going in with a light hand with this, because I do want to blend more shades. I want to try as many as possible. Just spot clean the brush because I want to go in with Chanterelle, which is that nice orangey yellowy type colour. I'm really excited for this blush too. And can you see the imprint in there? Just gorgeous. Thank you, Sinem, for such a lovely blush recommendation. And because I've kind of lost that, not emerald, Fiddlehead in the middle, I'm just going to go back in with that. So I'm just going to spot clean a little bit more. Yeah, you can see it a bit better now. And now I want to go back in with Emerald City and pack that on a little bit more. You know, every time I say that name, I think of the song, We Built This City on Rock and Roll. That song was such a... I love that song. I'm just going to actually do some windswept movements just to get a bit more pigmentation in. And blending at the edges a little bit. I feel like I want to add another colour, but I just don't know what. Should we go in with this blue called PNW? By the way, what does that mean? I'm going to take a really small brush. Oh, still got shades on my fingers. This is the PC38. I need to get some more of their brushes because I don't really use anything else anymore. I might do a little brush declutter when I know I've got enough of these. And I just want to add that here on the end. And then maybe get a clean blending brush and just make sure that is nicely diffused. Question is, do I go in with Evergreen or do I go in with this shade here called West Coast? There's literally 3 shimmers, which I love about these palettes. 3 shimmers, because the other one is this little black here with gold shimmer in it. But with this one, it's not like full on, it's like a matte with shimmer particles in it. So, I am such an idiot. We are not going to be using the shimmer from the palette because we're going to be using this green shimmer right here. Now this is in the shade Like a Moss. We need to use this shade, definitely. So I don't know whether to use my finger. Let's try a brush. Let's see how it works with a brush first. If not, we'll use my finger. Doesn't look like it's picked up much. If not, we will use my finger. Try to pick up a little bit more on my brush. Oh, okay, that's better. Much better. Wow. I think these are more like toppers. I should have put a shade underneath. Maybe I'll just give it one more layer. It is definitely more of a topper shade, don't get me wrong, but it's absolutely stunning, like on its own. Now I feel like we should just quickly use that tiny brush again, the PC38, and go in with that shade PNW again and just blend out the edges, diffuse it a little bit more. To be fair, in the mirror it looks really nice from afar, but up close you can see that there wasn't shadow underneath. I love it. I am in love with it. I'm going to go off camera and do some base and then come back in a jiffy. So far this is what we're looking like. Now let's put blusher on, and of course we're going to go in with Vogue right here. It is absolutely stunning. This was from the collection that kind of just looks like this basically. So yeah, let's put some blush on. It's a lovely like soft pink shade. My skin is so dry at the moment, it is terrible. I can see all the dryness everywhere. My nose, my cheeks, my forehead. Skin's just not looking as dewy as it usually does. Definitely need to do a facial. Got hair right there. Just to let you know, I do have my Roxy lashes on. They are perfect, absolutely perfect. Now for highlight. For highlight, I feel like I want to use this shade here, which is called Olympic. Obviously, got to use my beauty blender. I think because it's a shadow, it's not doing as well as a highlight would do. It is quite glittery, so it's not going to show up as well. Let's put a bit of this one over the top, which is Mycelium, something like that. I'm going to dot it in with my beauty blender. Let's start off by going under the eyes with the shade Emerald City again. Then I want to go in the shade Chanterelle and just blend that out even more. For inner corner, let's go in with, I'm thinking West Coast here. That is incredible. Want to use the emerald green colour. So this is called Spare Time. Time as in rosemary thyme. I dug my eye. Ow, ow, ow. And then we're going to use the shade Woodsy on my lips, of course. It is very creamy. That has dried down. I know it's not meant to be a liner for your lips, it's meant to be an eyeliner, but it's dried down really well. So we've got the choice of 2 glosses. We've got the clear iridescent one and we've got the pink one in Wildflower and Glacier, and I think I'm just going to go for Wildflower. Just gloss these bad boys up. I've never actually tried one of these. Okay, let's start talking about my overall thoughts on this whole collection. First off, let's talk about the palette. The palette, why do I feel like The palette is absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. It's very nicely presented. I love all the packaging for it. I love that it's cardboard. Absolutely love the cardboard packaging from Colourpop. I love the colour story. I feel like the mattes work so well. You can pack them on with a punch. Why am I... What is going on? Is it the gloss? My lips keep going. Sorry if that annoys you. You can pack these colours on really nicely. They're very pigmented. They blend out amazingly. So I proper love this palette. $22. I would happily pay that again for this. Super Shock not highlighters, eyeshadows. I would really purchase these again. Like, I've got a few more on the way. The only issue that I have with these is I feel like they're more of a top art, so definitely put like a matte green down, and then I should have put this over the top and it would have been magnificent. It's not great for highlight because there is a bit of glitter particles in there, so I've got a bit of glitter on my face. But do you know what, once I've bounced it in with my beauty blender, it literally dissolved into my skin amazingly. The glosses, they're a different kind of formula than I've tried. They're a bit thick, but like they've dried into my lips. They're making my lips go a bit more. I don't know why. It's like vibrating a little bit, which is weird. But the colours are absolutely stunning. The pink one hasn't got as many glitters in it, whereas the Glacier one has tons of glitter. It's very iridescent. Like, can you see that? It is proper iridescent. The liners, now, do you know what? I wasn't going to buy the whole collection. I was actually going to leave these and just buy everything else, the gloss, the shadows and the palette. I wasn't going to pick these up, and I'm so glad I did, because this perfect liner for your lips, I know like it's not the best creamiest, like it is creamy, but I think because my face is overall dry, it's picking up on the dryness around my lips. But like, you couldn't tell, you really couldn't tell. I can tell because they're my lips, but if you're looking at me, you probably are not going to be like, huh, let me see your lips. So yeah, these are amazing, very creamy, worked on my waterline very well. Like, you can absolutely still see it, and my eyes have a tendency to pour of water. They get very, when they tear up a lot. But yeah, it was amazing. I absolutely love everything. And then the last thing is this blush. Now, I know it's not part of Kristi's collection, but it is an absolutely stunning shade. It's perfect. You just put on a light hand of it. I'm probably sure you can build it up. But I absolutely loved everything in this collection. I would go out and buy this collection again. I think it was like $82 for the whole thing, so it would probably roundabout be like 60 quid for an eyeshadow palette, 2 glosses, 4 shadows and 3 cream gel liners. So you get 10 items. Yeah, 10 items for 80 something dollars. And then you translate that with customs and everything, it'll probably end up being like 60 quid. So I'm so happy I got this collection. I can't fault anything other than that the shadows, the single shadows, you definitely need like a matte shade down and then put them over. But that's if you're looking close, you can see that there wasn't a shadow underneath. Looking from afar, can you really tell that there's a little, it's not as pigmented as the rest of my lid that it is on the center. Like, it all just worked really well. I'm absolutely impressed, and I do have another collection to test out, which is the Wild Child collection. Yeah, I've got the whole Wild Child collection to test out, so I will be doing that in a future video, which should be up probably either sometime in the week or the weekend, because I have got a few Colourpop videos coming up. I'm just loving Colourpop. If you haven't been watching me since the new year, you wouldn't know, but if you have been, then you would know. I'm in love with Colourpop. I love everything. It's really hard for me to hate something, and yeah, this whole look is green. You know, I love greens. Like, I'm not really a lover of greens until I tried the Child palette, and then once I tried that, I just can't stop using greens at the moment. So I really hope you like this video. I absolutely loved everything, and I can't wait to catch you in the next one. Bye guys.